Everybody, and welcome back to another awesome day of Pulsechain and crypto. Hope you guys enjoying it out there. I've got a great lineup for you today. Some really good alpha and some potential big projects that you might be able to get some mad gains. I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's get into the chat and say hello. We'll be going to be covering a lot. SugarBeet, staking and privacy. That launch is coming up on Thursday. And then we've got PUSD stable algo on Pulsechain. Yeah, boy. So this would be a fourth stable coin, and we're going to talk about who that's about. So stay tuned for the alpha around that. That's something you can get into, sneak into early today if you want to. So we're also going to be talking about 9-inch Hex liquidity. I think that's kind of important to talk about. We're going to talk about that. And also that's on the Ethereum chain, by the way. And we're going to get into the Hex share rate, which is coming up upon us on the 22nd. So only a day or two away from that big share rate jump. So we're going to get into all that. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great lineup. Let's see who's in the house, who has jumped in. Life's Beneath us here. How are you today? Very good. At least it's sunny today. It's been raining the last couple of days. I just did walk number 102. Yes, I'm over the 100 mark, 102. Pretty crazy. It is insane. But onwards to 300, eh? That's what we can say. Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and then for the 100%, the golden cryptos. Even though I took a lot of different projects, these are the main golden cryptos. So if you're thinking about accumulating something, those are the baseline, as it were. We've got Craig Pitt in the house as well. Morning, Lies, and everybody. Good to see Craig Pitt. Welcome to the chat. And Archie as well in the house there. Hi all. A big credit to Archie. Archie is dropping tons of alpha around all Jacob's projects. Jacob's projects include BNB Pot, Pulsepot, TYRH, TYCZ. And of course, now you're going to talk about his latest project, PUSD Algo, that as well. And of course, it's going to be incredible what stuff's coming up there for Jacob. So we're going to talk about that today. Humberto as well. Yo, cheers, Superman and R8 family. Good to see Humberto. Welcome to the chat. We've got Creepy Coin as well. Hello. Good to see Creepy Coin. Welcome. Pumpkin Nails in the house too. Hello, friends. Who else is here? Joey Torres. Welcome. What's up? Crypto Dan's in the house there. Hi guys, hope everybody is good. I think very good. This is going to be a great session. Hope you guys get a lot of good stuff out of this one in particular. It is really good. And Blair's in the house there. Hi all, good to see you, Blair. Brennan, yes sir, Superman. Hey Brennan's our TA specialist in the Discord. Amazing. Now, what else we got there? Brian, our community leader, who is the best of the best. Thank you so much, Brian. What's up, folks? Brian is in the house, and of course he's the community leader of our Discord. Superman, any updates on liquid lines? Yes, we do have an update today. Yeah, that was the sneaky one I was going to talk about. So that's coming up later on. So stay tuned for that. And Robert online. Hello. Good to see you, Robert. Welcome to the chat. And Hexcavator as well. Hexcavator working hard, building out infrastructure for the US, which badly needs it, right? So well done to Hexcavator. He's the one actually making it happen. All right, let's get into it, folks. We've got quite a few things. Oh, we've got a few others jumped in here as well. Hello, Hexkins from Excellent Choice. Welcome to the chat. I'm sure we're going to have a lot more people jump in. Get into the chat if you're watching live. Jump in there, say hello, because that's what we like to see. And if you haven't joined our Discord, man, get in our Discord. The link's in the video description. General membership at the moment is $5 a month or 16 cents a day. And of course, the Strategy Club, which is not formally launched yet, just a quiet, stealthy launch, is available $35 a month. And you don't want to miss that, because that's where you get the strategy and the top projects that we're talking about. So get in there. It's just early. We're just building it up slowly. So get in there before I do the formal launch. Go for gold. It's going to be fantastic. We've got potentially a big speaker coming in maybe tomorrow or the next day to talking about Titan X on Ethereum. So if you like ROI protocols, then you don't want to miss that, because he is a very educated person on that topic. So it's going to be good. All right, let's get into it, folks. Let's get into the results of the stock market quickly. Stock market Dow racks up gains to close higher on tech strength. So this run keeps going for the stock market. And we've got the Dow Jones there up 0.6%, 203 points to 35,151. The S&P 500 is up 0.75%, 33 points to 4,547. And remember, FundStrat manager Tom Lee expected this to hit 4,800 by the end of the year, and it's been tracking there. It's got about 250 points more to go to hit that target for Christmas time. The Nasdaq is up 1.13%, up 160 points, 14,284. That has all the tech companies in it, and that is doing well today as well. We're going to quickly go through to a couple of the key items here. energy stocks. We're going to talk about that. So we're going to come back to that because we're going to look at the commodities, see how oil's going. So oil is up 2%, $77.60 for West Texas and $82 Brent oil there. So it's up about $1.50 each. Gold at the moment is up $1.95. That is at $1,982. And silver there is up 6 cents there, 0.25% up to $23.55. So it gives you some idea. They've kind of been sitting in that range lately. So let's get to the oil prices, which are up today. Energy stocks were pushed higher by rising oil prices on bets the major producers could discuss deeper output cuts when they meet later this month. Now, remember, this situation with the oil is all caused by the Biden administration, right? So the war on petroleum has pretty much put them in this place. So under Donald Trump, the U.S. was moved to self-sufficiency, and it took all the power away from OPEC and Russia and places like that. But when Biden came in, he basically gave the power back. And look what we've got now, wars and oil prices, controls and all sorts of stuff. So hopefully people will wake up to all this stuff. But, you can only tell people so many times. The U.S. crude oil settles at 2.3% higher at $77.60 a barrel, while the Brent contract climbed 2.1% to $82 a barrel. Crude gained 4% on Friday and has continued to rise Monday after Reuters reported, citing sources that the OPEC basically is set to consider whether to make additional oil cut supplies to shore up prices when it meets in November 26. Obviously, the higher the prices, we've got a lot of the warmongering countries in the oil. They put the price up and they fund all their wars with that. So that's the bad side as well. Not only is higher gas prices at the US pumps, and of course the rest of the world has to pay as well. OPEC Plus has already pledged total oil output cuts of 5.616 million barrels per day, or about 5% of daily global demand, in a series of steps that started in late 2022. And of course, Trump would have stopped all this stuff. We'd have cheap oil prices just like we did back when he was in power. So there we go. We got Tintop in the house. We're going to talk about that quickly. Tintop, where's that come up there? Let me post that. Tintop's in the house there. I got fever. The only prescription is more T-shares. There's Tintop, nice one. And thank you so much for your support of the channel. 15 months, awesome. Indeed, T-shares, got to get them quickly too, because they're going to be going up pretty quickly. All right, so that is pretty much that on the oil prices. Now, we also had the Federal Reserve update with a focus very much. Let me just get rid of that comment this quickly, but thank you so much, Tintop, for support. With the focus very much on the policymakers at the US Central Bank are going to do next with the interest rates. We're expecting kind of no change, right? The minutes from its October meeting on Tuesday, a day earlier than usual, due to this week's Thanksgiving holiday, will be the spotlight. That's written terribly. I don't know who they write these things. Details in the minutes, however, are likely to stall on arrival, I guess it's trying to say, following the recent flurry of Fed speak. I don't know who writes this. With respect to the FOMC minutes, they are likely somewhat stale at this point, given the volume of Fed speak since the meeting, as well as the recent easing of financial conditions over the past couple of weeks, Deutsche Bank said. Traders have nearly fully priced in the likelihood the Fed will keep interest rates unchanged in December, which is bullish for us, with odds of increasing that the next move will be cut. Super bullish for us. So we're looking good, folks, for the future in crypto, likely by the start of summer next year. Now, crypto is looking good. I don't know so much about stock market, but we'll see how that plays out in the months ahead. But that is the results, folks. Let's see how far we've got to go into the Fed meeting in December. It's the last meeting of the year. 3 weeks and 1 day and 18 hours to go on the 13th December, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And the market is picking a no change there, almost 100%. And in fact, a little bit of it is talking about a little bit of decrease, but I think that's unlikely. And then, of course, in March next year, no change as well. And then we get to March. We actually got 30% in March, expecting a rate decrease already that early. But I think probably May will probably be the pick. May will probably be the likely one there. And that is we've got the majority there expecting the pivot, what we call a pivot from the terminal rate. So the terminal rate hopefully is 5.5%, and then we pivot down to 5.25, bullish for us. And of course, often we see that the markets actually pull back when they actually do the pivot, because there's a delay between the interest rates and the pain the economy feels, right? And that's when it starts to get into earnings and all sorts of stuff like that in the economy. So let's see how that goes this time around. All right, so that is pretty much the stock market and the Fed and commodities. So we cover that pretty quick in about, what was that, about 5-10 minutes, something like that. let's move on into crypto, and crypto is green except for the rest of the altcoins apparently, and not most of them are not green, but Bitcoin is green. It is at 37,646, up to let's say 0.23%, and Ethereum there's back over 2,000. Yeah, that's really solid. You guys know I'm looking for 2,300, 2,400. And I think that's probably going to trigger the altcoin season, so I'm really waiting for that to happen. Ethereum's kind of been quite slow to get up there. It's nice to see it back over $2,000, I should say. We got up to 2,120 or something, and then went back down below 2,000. Now we're back over. So I'm really looking forward to getting maybe 23, 24. Maybe that's the signal for us to start getting those double-digit increases in the crypto market. But so far, so good. And we're going to just slowly creep into that early January. And we've got the next round of BTC applications going through for the ETF. So we'll see how we get on there. Let's have a closer look for BTC. This is the BTC chart here. As you see, everything's pretty good, right? So I'm not going to go too much into this because I commentate on this all the time. But essentially, we've got potentially a rally into the January 10th window, second window there. The other thing is that we are continuing to move up here on the 20 EMA. That's continuing to move up here. This blue line here is the 200 EMA. So we're quite miles ahead about that. And we've got a nice, beautiful golden cross playing out. We've got a huge window of opportunity, expecting no changes in interest rates at the end of the Fed meeting. We've got the budgets being deferred for the US out here into January, as well as the next ETF there, early January 10th. So I think we've got a pretty nice, comfortable room to move. Nothing really to hold us back. So I think it's looking good, folks. Good news all around. So that is kind of neat. Let's have a quick look at Ethereum too. Ethereum there, sort of the laggard, but we're slowly creeping up there too on the old Ethereum with some volume coming in. And maybe this week will be really cool. We've just come out of the weekend, right? So maybe this week will be quite good for the crypto, for Ethereum particularly, to move up here. So we'll keep looking out for that too on Ethereum. That moves us to a bit of the news here. Digital assets. So digital asset fund inflows continue. Spot Bitcoin ETF could push Bitcoin to 141K. And I think that's quite reasonable. So we take the last time's high of the bull market. We maybe do 2.5, 3x on that number. Maybe that's the top of the bull market. I know some people are really on the low side, like thinking we're only going to get to like 80, 90K and then get rejected. Maybe that's going to happen by Q1 25. But I don't think so. I think if we push past the all-time high quite cleanly, and I think we're going, potentially up to 150, 180. I think that's kind of the zone there. We've had a lot of analysts talk about that, including FundStrat's Tom Lee. And here's another prediction at 141, slightly on the lower end, but still looking pretty good. Digital asset investment products have now seen inflows for 8 consecutive weeks as total asset under management for globally listed products increases 176 million during the week ending November the 17th. This is according to CoinShares. The year-to-date total now stands at 1.32 billion, which shows the interest from institutions is on the rise, albeit a far cry from where it was during the last bull market. But here it is. These Bitcoin ETFs, these Ethereum ETFs, we've got 12 Bitcoin ETFs, 7 Ethereum ETFs. If they get approved in the new year, and some analysts have got probabilistics at 90% on that, you're talking about a huge unleashing. So if we get the 10th of January, we get some approved, there'll be a month later before they launch. There'll be an accumulating Bitcoin for their customers. This is the biggest money on the planet we're getting access to, right? This is not non-trivial. It's opening up the floodgates to all the TradeFi markets. It is a big, big deal. It is the main event that you've been waiting for 14 years, pretty much. It is a big deal. So it's going to flow in there. We're going to have probably a surge at the beginning and then a flow in, which will just ramp up over time as the market matures, as all the TradeFi customers get their heads around crypto and Bitcoin and where it's going. And all sorts of stuff that can take a few more years to sort of ramp up, especially as people take on a bit more, get used to flight to quality, as BlackRock has talked about it. So kind of cool. The inflows remain well behind 2021 and 2020, which saw 10 billion and 6.6 billion respectively. Trade volumes on ETPs have averaged 3 billion per week, double this year's average of 1.5 billion. But this could change rapidly next year. So it's definitely something to look out there. So yeah, pretty cool stuff happening here. You can see a lot of money coming. I'm not going to go through all this article. It's a very good article though. And you can see a lot of the money is still coming in for Bitcoin versus some of the other assets, but pretty awesome. 154 billion for Bitcoin, 3.3 billion for Ethereum. But, we get that Ethereum ETF out, and these weekly flows for Ethereum going to jump dramatically too. Really, really big there. You can see Solana is being pulled out there, 30.6. Obviously, there's some backers. I think the Van Eyck brothers are doing that. Yeah, so that's kind of the play there. A little bit of money coming in XRP and others, but once it starts coming in for Ethereum and Bitcoin, it's all going to start flowing into some of these majors as well. And of course, that will benefit Pulsechain too. Very cool. The smoke signals are out there for the very likely and near imminent approval of Bitcoin spot ETFs. The market's simply responding to this positive signal. So that is the play there at the moment. According to a report released by CoinShares on Friday about the potential impact of spot BTC ETF approval, an estimated 14.4 billion in value could flow into these products in the year after they are listed. So it gives you some magnitude of value coming in there. Based on estimates of 14.4 trillion in addressable assets in the US, one could assume that perhaps 10% invest in spot Bitcoin ETF with an average allocation of 1%, which would equate to 14.4 billion in inflows in the first year. Booyah. Now you see the numbers. These numbers are ginormous, and they have a multiplier effect on the market, right? We've even seen bigger numbers, up to 150 billion as estimates if we got 1%. So it really just depends on what the numbers you're taking, but really is going to be a big, big deal there. All right, so that is some cool stuff there. I'll leave that article if you want to read the full one there. That is on Kitco, and I think it's a pretty cool article. So there's a bit more detail in there that I didn't read out, but check that out because it's a pretty good article. About how much money could potentially be coming through into crypto to pump all your bags out there. How about that? All right, that's on kitco.com. All right, that leads us into Pulsechain. Before we do that, though, let's say hello to a few people. And let me just realize I just didn't have our dashboard up, so I've got to get that up too. Bam, bam, bam. Exciting times in the old crypto Pulsechain world, that's for sure. Let's see who else has jumped in the chat here. I got up to Hex Choice, I know that much. We got Wookie is back. Hey, Wookie, good to see you. Humberto as well. Yo, yo, yo. Tintop's in the house there. What's up, Hexagons? Welcome, Tintop. Craig Pitts says, not financial advice, but Titan looking good. It is indeed. And like I say, if you want to talk more about that project on Ethereum, you have to get into our strategy club. The link is in the video description. It's going to be epic. And hopefully to get one of the big minds of Titan X in the Discord to give a presentation and discussion. So that could be as early as tomorrow or maybe slightly later in the week. So you definitely want to get into the strategy club. It's a stealth launch. I haven't formally launched it. It's just a quiet launch. I'm ramping up the details and information in there. But we'll be focusing on a select group of projects. So not on all crypto. We're really trying to target the cream of the crop and get a lot of intel and talk about strategies and value and all that sort of stuff. So the Discord strategy club is a really good place to be if you want that next level stuff, which I don't talk about on YouTube here. For the most part. So get in there on that one. Pudding Guru, morning super. Thanks for another stream. You're welcome. Who else has jumped in here? Another shout out to Tim Top there for 15 membership. I can't even speak. Wiki says is no longer on the move back to hibernation. He is what? Who knows? I know. I'll have what you're having, Wiki. That's all I'm going to say. You say crypto is looking good. Pulsechain is looking rubbish to me, says Pulse Beta. Pulse Beta is always a cup half full, but I do encourage you, Pulse Beta, to be it's a cup half empty, but I do encourage you to be a cup half full and dollar cost average. I've got a little video for you at the end of the live stream, so wait for that, Pulse Beta. It's for you, especially a dedication, let's say. Bloodfish King's in the house there. G'day, Lies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And who else there? Christian's in the house. The DJ King, as I call Christian. Yo, yo, yo. The DJ King is in the house, absolutely. Scott Jackson said interview with Jake would be awesome too. Yeah, well, I might cue that up on YouTube a bit later. But first, we're going to have a special guest who's also pretty incredible. So we're trying to cue that up for tomorrow or later in the week. So we'll see how we get on there. But I'll definitely keep the Jake on the line there for the YouTube one. Make way for royalty, says Christian. Indeed. All right, let's jump over to Pulsechain. We've got day 192. So these are results day 102, and we got the price there at quadruple 0587. We're down 4.87%. So we have had whales pretty much hit this chart and pull it down. We're at 59% of the sacrifice price. We're still in the dollar cost averaging, so you're going to get a bit more volume now for your buck. Pulse X at the moment is at quadruple 0174. down 6.59%, and 1px equals 3.37 Pulsex at the moment. So that is the play. The buy and burn is still going up regardless of the price. 563.1 billion Pulsex has been bought and burned, and we're at 2.73%. 2.73% of the public supply is now being destroyed. So remember, we've got a big balloon that's just slowly deflating there. So it's looking really good. The incentive token there is at 75 cents, down 6.25%. The ratio to pulse now is 12,831 pulse per one incentive. And we've just finally hit that 17 million in incentive supply. So there's now 17 million tokens for that. The buy and burn through the TRH protocol from Jacob, who we're going to be talking about some of his protocols today, is at 114,000, which is not bad. And the Hex there, PX, is at just below 1%, just below 1 cent. We're at 0.0993, so just below 1 cent there, down 7.3%. And that really was what got hit by the whale. Was it yesterday? I think it was, something like that. And we got EHEX now at 5600th of a penny. The combined price of EHEX and PX is 1.56 cents. We were up as high as 3 cents ago. What was it, a week or so ago? And now we're back down at half that amount, 1.56 cents, which means you can buy a lot more Hex for your bang for your buck there. Maybe this is the capitulation. Maybe it's the capitulation there. But there we are at the moment. So you can pick up a lot more Hex at the moment. 169 pulse for 1 Hex, PHEX, and you get 1.76 EHEX for 1 PX. So that ratio has got stronger in favor of PHEX or Hex on Pulsechain. That is day 192. Let's jump over to the charts quickly. And actually, let's get rid of the overlays. We're going to talk about the project updates at the end of the live stream. So if you're wondering what projects are coming up, we're going to talk about that as our last topic. This is the chart here at the moment. So we're at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Definitely bounced back. Now, what's the most important thing is the RSI has really cooled off. So if we're going to have a nice rally, that's going to be important. So we're down at 42 on the RSI on the daily. Let's have a look at the, we've still got a higher low in here. So we'll just see how if we can bounce off the Bollinger Band here and get a rally up there with a good RSI in the wake. So, and I think if we get that Bitcoin breakout, Bitcoin decides to break out over 40K, because 39K, remember, is kind of the break-even resistance from the last bull market for Bitcoin. So we break over that into 40K, and Ethereum breaks up to 2400. I think Pulsechain is just going to go, boop, we'll probably see some big green candle, and it will be game on, right? So with the old Pulse and Pulsex. So for those that are half cup empty, just the dollar cost average, be patient. It will come in good time. We've got Pulsex at the moment. Didn't really get that ready, but we've got Pulsex at the moment. It's down quite dramatically. We're down to at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands as well at 1744. And our RSI has really cooled off down at 42 as well. So pretty similar story there. We still have a higher low in here. But of course, we're going to have to zip around here at some stage. So let's see how we get on with the wider market to give us that oomph. And we certainly were hit by a large whales or a couple of whales there. Incentive token ratio is down at 75 cents. Let's look at the ratio to Pulse zone. Is, like I say, at a new all-time high. That is at there, 12,832. Like I say, in terms of Pulsex and the incentive token, really waiting for Pulsex to get single side staking, the DAO, and the DAO could have some secret stuff in it. We don't know. I've speculated on that, of course, and we'll see how we go, including new features like limit orders. We'll just keep waiting for that. We know the team's working hard on a lot of stuff, so they've obviously intentionally timing things at the moment. So, and we've also got Richard Hart's SEC thing on this month. Of course, we don't think, apparently it looks like he hasn't been served, and so the court has asked, what's going on with him being served, and it's a process thing, so they have to respond to that. And obviously we've got the meeting on the 28th, so we'll see what comes of that. Because if you haven't been served, then there can't be a meeting, I would have thought. So there we go. That is Pulsex. Let's get into PHEX, of course. We'll have a look at the chart here and hide the overlays and get to the chart there. Pretty similar story there, down pretty dramatically with the impact on the whales, which means you can pick it up cheaper. That's all it means. And at the moment, it's just under 1 penny. With DCA, do your own investment research and all that sort of stuff, but looks pretty good to me. The RSI is super cool. Look at it down here. It is down at 33, so it's almost at the oversold mark of 30. It's down at 33. 30 is typically oversold down in that territory. And the other thing is we've got the MACD here. When this MACD starts to turn, definitely keep a lookout for the MACD. So add it to your charts if you haven't got it. That might be a good indicator of when this is going to bottom out. So keep a look on that MACD. We'll look for it to pivot around here, but like what happened back here when it had a nice good green run there. So we'll keep a lookout for that too. All right, that is a PHEX there. Looking at EHEX, the major there. Let's look at EHEX there. Pretty similar story. And not quite as dramatic as the PHEX one yesterday, but still on the downtrend there. And yeah, we'll keep looking up for that. Now, I think Brennan's got some TA charts on the Hex in the price chat in Discord. So if you go to price chat, which I think is number 4, or I think it's number 4 or 5, you'll find some good charts around there with Brennan's TA opinion on that. I think that's in there at the moment. Brendan's going like, what? But I think that is in there. All right, so that is the PHEX, EHEX. Let's look at the combination with PHEX and EHEX combined here on investx.io. Yeah, so if you want to join the Discord, that's the general membership there, Hex Token Discord for general membership. So join in. Let's see if we can get the investx.io open. So that's kind of the numbers there. How we're doing for time? We're doing pretty well, 27 minutes. It's a beautiful workstation, this investx.io. I mean, look at it's gorgeous. I really think he's done a great job here. So here we are at 1.56 cents at the moment. And we're just come down from this period here. We're up about 1.7 cents combined. So that is the EHEX combined chart there, PX and EHEX. That leads us into the main talk here of validators. We've been breaking records with validators. We're at 50,939, so we're at all-time highs, and we've got 1.63 trillion off the market, switched to under 11% of the pulses off the market, and we've got liquid loans coming up, and that will collateralize Pulse, and hopefully the big players use it, and we get tons of Pulse taken off on top of that. Would be great. All right, let's move away from that and go to the gas prices. Gas prices yesterday and today have been super low. Look at this, 397,000 beats. That is super low, and yesterday I think it was down at 300,000. The price for a Pulsechain swap at the moment is 0.7 of a penny. Now, you might have, if you were on Ethereum yesterday, you would have noticed for a couple of hours late in the day, so a couple of hours from now, about 24 hours ago, you would have noticed for about 3 hours, the gas prices on Ethereum went through the roof. The Gwei on Ethereum was over 100 Gwei for 3 hours. That's because Jack Levin was launching his X1 token, and it just clogged the whole chain on there. And of course, it made Pulsechain well over 10,000 times cheaper than Ethereum when that happened. So it just goes to show you that's a teaser of the bull market ahead of us when something like that happens. So anyway, we got 0.7 of a penny for Pulsechain swap, 0.05 of a penny for Pulsecoin transfer, and 0.2 of a penny for PRC20 transfer. And in the bull market, we're going to have an increasingly attraction to Pulsechain because it's so cheap and so fast. Even though over time it will slowly increase in value, it really is a godsend. And of course, we've got over 180 projects launching on Pulsechain and more great innovative projects launching all the time. And here we are, 2,500 times cheaper than Ethereum at the moment. $17 to do a swap. $70 to do a swap on Ethereum, but only 0.7 of a penny to do it here on Pulsechain. So that is awesome. People have been on Pulsechain get a shock when they go back to Ethereum. That really is crazy. Bitcoin as well, and Bitcoin is pretty slow and all that sort of stuff. You get very times on there too. So Pulsechain is the place to be, and of course it enables compound protocols, which is the the key to DeFi, right? Is compounding, and you need cheap fast chain to do that, right? That's kind of the play. All right, so that is the results for day 192. We're going to be starting day 193. Of course, but that is the results. You guys know I like to run through the main gold and cryptos of Richard Hart. We're going to get into the PRC20s. Let's just quickly do this because I want to get to the big project updates. So here we got PDI is down at 0.0003169. Nothing much happening there. Wrap Bitcoin is down at $77. That's pretty flat though today. What else is pretty interesting there? Teddy Bear is down 14%. Link Token's down 14%. Pulse Bitcoin was up yesterday, but that's down 8% again today. That's Fat Sammy runs that community, I think now. ApeCoin there is up 4%. IMX is pretty flat. What else is going on here? That's kind of it amongst the PRC20s. So not a lot of action there on the PRC20s. Let's jump over to the Pulsechain Pro. Let's go to the memes first, and let's sort by liquidity. Anything happening here? Where the ETH go is up 5.6%. Actually, we'll talk about that with the 9-inch tokens. I might take them off this list since they're in the 9-inch in the future. So Mega is down. Mega is flat at the moment. at 906,500. Reflux there is down 30% today. That's a big decrease for Reflux. Let's have a look at that chart. That's a big decrease there for Reflux. Woo, that's down there. It's had a pretty decent run though, but it's definitely breaking down at the moment with the markets being down as well. What else there? Hex address is up 3%, so that's at least that's up today. I know there's quite a bit of drama around this one as I understand it, but the price chart still looks pretty good. So yeah, there we go. What else is happening there? Everything else is pretty down really at the moment. So let's go to the projects. This is our fourth category, the Pulsechain projects, the main category really. So let's have we'll sort by 24-hour performance this time. Let's have a look at what is up. So TRH is up, so we're going to talk about that separately. Coast is up 11%, so that's the weight token. If you want to use Brian's link to directly onboard fiat currency to the CSD stablecoin to buy Pulse or something else like that, use Brian's links in the video description. You get 5,000 weight token bonus. I do encourage you to buy at least up to 100,000 weight tokens if you're going to use it regularly, because you'll get a 1% fee for every transaction, which is pretty good to directly onboard to Pulsechain. And the weight token there is still pretty friendly price there at 1/1200th of a penny. So yeah, that's pretty good to pick up. A lot more coming from the Coast team and weight token as well. Vemp there is up 5%. Now Vemp has got some big thing happening with their Web3 gaming coming up, so they've got some news there too. We'll try and cover that when it does come out, but that's getting pretty close. I'm hoping that they're going to have Pulse on those Web3 games. I know that they've come from the BNB market and they've launched on Pulsechain. You can do staking of your Pulse on there, or you can do the staking of their token and you earn Pulse, I think it is. So that's definitely possible. We might cover that again. What else is there? I think that's pretty much it. We've got a few little increases in Communist, up about 1% or so. So a little bit there. PLN is also up about 1.6% as well. All right, so let's go to 9-inch quickly. Quickly talk about 9-inch. So we got where the ETH goes up 5% today at 53 cents, and 9-inch there on Bridgeton from Ethereum is up 3%. 9-inch on Ethereum is up 1.6%. But otherwise, the main token 9-inch versus Pulse is still down below the sacrifice price. It's at quadruple 0.1476. I have the price at quadruple 0.1567, I think it is. So we're below the sacrifice price for that, but of course you've got to add in the Ethereum chain as well on top of that. So it's probably, I don't know, is it break even? I don't know, but that is kind of where it is at the moment. Now I did want to talk about this project, so let's go to 9-inch and pull that up because I want to talk about the opportunity on Ethereum chain. So not on Pulsechain, but Ethereum. What is on Pulsechain too, I think, but Ethereum is the one I wanted to focus on today, and that is, I will pull that up. Let's pull that up over here. And that is that if you go to provide liquidity here on 9-inch, you can provide liquidity for Hex farms, right? So you can provide liquidity and you get LP tokens as your ownership, and you can put the LPs in the farms to earn extra rewards. And at the moment, you can do Hex on here. Now, obviously, Uniswap has banned the Hex, because they're fake DeFi. And attacked our community over and over again, just like OKX has been attacking DeFi communities like Hex, Pulsechain, and of course, just recently the Zen community as well. And so we really want to get away from using their protocols, and our community is so big we can actually impact that. Ether Hex here, LP, is at 227% at the moment, so it's pretty good on there, and they fixed up the API, their calculator, so it should be the accurate number. They got $18,000 in at the moment, so it's pretty small, but the APR is very attractive for Hex Ethereum. So that might be something you want to think about. The 9-inch Hex there as well is looking pretty good, 34%. If you think 9-inch is down low and Hex is down low and they both go up, then you could get a really good capital appreciation as well as the APR there. But this ETH Hex one looks pretty attractive there. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. A BBC Hex there is 297 as well, but BBC is probably the risky one there. So maybe the 9-inch or the ETH one might be a good one. So I just want to point that out. That's definitely a possibility if you want to look at that as a yield income, passive income, especially with the potential for the capital if it rebounds to go up with the bull market. All right, so that's kind of the play there on the 9-inch. Now I think that was it. So I think I can't remember whether they have Bridgeton one on the Pulsechain side. You might want to check that too. All right, so that is the 9-inch token there. Let's have a quick look at the BBC token and see what that is at. 11 cents now. Okay, so the Ethereum token itself is at 11 cents. So that's a new all-time low as well, excluding the first day when it launched. That is the new low there, 11 cents per BBC. All right, that's pretty much that one. Let us go back and have a look at the TRH protocol, because we've got lots of news around this. Before we do TRH, we're going to come back to that, and we're going to jump over to Beetroot. So let's go to Beetroot first. I'm jumping around here. I'm just in the wrong order. So let me just go back to Beetroot and search for the token of Beetroot. Where is Beetroot here? Let's have a look. Beet. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Beetroot. I know Randy Yalaski is as well. This is, they've got cool stuff coming out there. This is one of our main privacy hubs. Is there 2, maybe 3 now, but this is probably the main one out of them all. And here we are, 0002187. So we had a big rally up to 0003500, and it's just been a bit of profit taking here at the moment. 0000218. But what we have is good news, because we do have a confirmed date for the launching of their SugarBeet product. So Thursday, Pulsechain privacy, a launch mode is on, and this only came out 2 hours ago. So this is pretty much hot off the press and looking good. And then they have another one here, Thursday PLS and more staking. So looking bullish there. Need to retweet these. So really good news that's coming up there. Hey, we even got today's live stream retweeted. So that's pretty cool, and nice one on that one. What else there? The new protocol you will see on Thursday is written from scratch. It has been a long time to build. Thanks, Richard Hartwin. I think of Bitcoin. So there's some secret sauce apparently in this. Really looking forward to it. It could be really, really cool. Something we've never seen before. So really excited about that. And that's on Beetroot World. If you go to the Beetroot World, you'll be able to see that. And a Beetroot World is here. So this is what we're expecting to come out is SugarBeet. Now they have quite a few products already. They've got the Anon exchange, the anonymous exchange. They got OneSwap, member, which they upgraded recently. And they've also got the peer-to-peer fiat on-ramp there as well. And then finally, Beet here is the tokenomics for the token itself. And they've just had their latest burn as well. So they're burning away through those tokens. Also, the current supply there, just under 7 billion. So are doing well. Now, SugarBeet's coming out. It's going to be a big deal. And, of course, SugarBeet stake this Thursday. So if we put on our roadmap, let's go full screen. Let's pull it back and let's add in the overlays. Bam, there we go. That's our project expectations. And here it is. SugarBeet is up next. Woohoo! Go SugarBeet. Go SugarBeet. Anyway, I really like Beetroot, guys. They really do deliver some great stuff. And here we are. Now, the one thing I would say about Beetroot is they probably need a better UI. So if you're out there listening, you probably just need to upgrade. The UI is okay, but you could do some improvements around the UI and just visually and maybe UI UX or something like that. Anyway, SugarBeet Stake and Shake is coming soon. SugarBeet Stake and Privacy Protocol, unique, no forks and no clones. I really like this. This is innovation at the frontier of DeFi, and it's going to be really cool. So there's Sweet contract. That's the Sweet tokens coming up. That's going to be brand new. A lot of people after that. I'm sure that Kristen, the DGN King, will be after that one there. So it's going to be pretty good there. Sweet and V2, Sweet and P-Hux there. So they've got P-Hux in the game as well. So the fork of balancer, it's going to be pretty good. So the basic stuff that we know so far is on the website. We've got updated recently. You can check it all out. I will give you the links in a second. Stake, PLS, Beet, Sweet, Hex, Pulse, X, and incentive to earn Sweet rewards with no lock terms. There are no lock terms, right? SugarBeet currently only runs on the Pulsechain network. It uses a relayer for lightning quick withdrawals of staked assets and claiming rewards. Withdraw any amount from within your balances anytime to any recipient with no links or tracks on chain. So you got that privacy as well. It's really cool. To the origin, you can also choose the origin as the recipient if you want a standard withdrawal or claim. Sweet rewards are earned in return for contributing to keeping the pools active full, which enhances privacy. So by staking on there, you're going to earn the Sweet token. You're providing liquidity for the swapping. It's going to be a win-win. So very exciting there. It enhances privacy as well. So we're getting this privacy that everybody wants. Proof of delay, and of course, stake rates are fixed and specified on the terminal. So you can basically connect your wallet. It's going to be pretty exciting. Here's some of the cool stuff here. I'll leave all that link. You can go through and read it yourself. But these are some of the cool little snapshots here. You got Pulse, all the different assets that you can be able to stake here. And of course, the amount staked and the Sweet rewards there, which is a pretty good name, isn't it? Sweet rewards. Pretty cool. You can stake, withdraw, and claim. The deposit fee is 1% of staked assets plus gas. So just take that into account. But I think it's probably going to be pretty good to get in early on these things as well. Very cool. So read all the fine details, do your due diligence, all that good stuff. Claim rewards there. Look at that. Looks fantastic. They got lots of cool explanations there. I like that. You know me, I like it when they put the explanations in there. Just read the fees, fine print there. Really cool. And they got some tips here. Make sure you have staked some PLS to be used for gas on withdrawals and claims. Don't withdraw the same full amount as you deposited. So do read the fine print on this one. Coming soon. Watch the space. So very, very cool solution coming to Pulsechain and DeFi. Pulsechain is leading the DeFi revolution, and teams like Beetroot are making that possible. So I'll leave their Twitter. Give them a follow. They're at 2,192 followers. So give them a follow and read all the details in there. That's coming soon. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Beetroot. I've got a good comment here. I've got to read this comment. The Banger Junkie says Beetroot equals Flintstone UI. Yes, they're doing amazing technology and protocols, but they could work on their UI. Yeah, they might want to hire UI UX person to just fix up the front end. But other than that, that's a fantastic product. So I don't want to beat up on Beetroot too much to do with that, because they bring some great products, which is about to launch, as I say, this Thursday. So you can see that is the next launch we're expecting here. SugarBeet, looking good. All right, let's come back away from that, and you can find all those links there and play around. I just realized I got rid of my chart on there, which is crazy. All right, so that's kind of cool. Let's jump over to PUSD. So here is PUSD. Why am I looking at PUSD? Stablecoin on Pulsechain. Now this is a test stablecoin, right? So this is a test. There will be a new one coming out, which will replace this. You'll be able to swap this if you have got PUSD. Now this is paired up with PUSD DAI. This is from Jacob and the BNB Pulsepot team. You want to get on this one. This guy is incredible. Now, obviously, he's had a little issue with the TRH, but he's moved through that. He's got so much top tier front end innovation in DeFi. I mean, Jacob is super smart, and his team's super smart, and they're not invincible, but they're amazing, and they're bringing new stuff to Pulsechain big time. And now they're entering the space, the stablecoin space as well. So it's going to be interesting to see this. As you guys know, typically stablecoins that are fiat backed like Coast, or that are proven like Liquidity, where they're collateralized, are typically the two best models in crypto. So this is an algorithmic one here. So if anybody can make this work, it will be Jacob with his mathematical and software background, really at the top of the game. He's designed something here, so it should be pretty good. Going to be looking to watch this play out. Now, this is a stable coin that's pegged at $1. Seems to be working pretty well, as you can see here on the daily. It's been around for 11 days or so, and 11 days, something like that. 11 days. And so that's looking pretty good. So what's the news about this? Well, TRH, if you played that game, get into our Discord, because under chat number 2, Pulsechain chat, Archie is in there. He's a super smart dude, and he's giving heaps of free analysis in there at the moment in the Discord under the Pulsechain chat, and giving you all the alpha that you won't get anywhere else. You won't get anywhere else. Archie is the man. And he knows Jacob's stuff like the back of his hand. He's very cool, and he gives you lots of insights in there. So pretty cool. Now, if you want to join our strategy club as well, Archie is in there as well. He's one of our main analysts and commentators, so you get in on that too. Very cool. Now, what we've got here is the TRH is got a mystery claim NFT for TRH. It might have gone, people might have missed it here. But this is it's got PUSD times Algo. So Jacob is the founder of PUSD Algo, and it's going to be exploding onto the platform very soon. Now, if you want to get, this is a little secret sauce here that you may not have heard of, and a big shout out to Archie for bringing this to our attention. But basically, this is going to be ticking away here on the claim. You have to claim it on the TRH protocol. And to do this, you need an NFT. You need a mystery NFT. So you need to buy Burn token first of all. So you actually have to go to the market and buy Burn. Let's go to the Burn target here and pull it up. So you have to go TRH and you have to go to Burn protocol, but the market's already moving. And of course, look at this green candle today. People are buying Burn so they can get the mystery NFT. So what do? You buy Burn, and then you go to the Mint NFT. And you have to go, you have to go to Marketplace. Go to Mint NFT, actually. I just realized. Mint NFT. And you have to go Mint an NFT here. So let me have a look. Go right to the bottom here. This one here. So you have to click on this one. You have to have Burn token in your wallet. And then, of course, you have to, once you've clicked on this NFT that you want to buy, which is 60 million Burn token, you'll have to scroll right back up to the top again and click Burn. You have to click that button, it's going to ask you to approve the spend, and it's going to deduct the burn from you, and then it's going to give you back one of those burn NFTs, these mystery NFTs, I should say. So you'll get that in your wallet. When you've got that in your wallet, when the countdown on, you then go to the claim button. When the claim is finished, when it's 45 hours to go, you'll be able to claim this, and you're going to get some potentially some rewards there for that, which is going to be pretty incredible. So you will be able to get, let's see here, some sort of airdrop regarding the Pulse and that. So it's going to be pretty amazing. You'll be able to, you're going to get some airdrops distributed. You're going to get some algo apparently, which is part of the new ecosystem. You're going to get some wrapped to PUSD and some Flex tokens. So those are the 3 tokens that are coming from Jacob's stablecoin ecosystem. So you want to get, those are what they're going to get with the NFT, and we don't know how much, but it's going to be pretty fun, pretty cool. Now, what as a result of this this FOMO onto this, which is only you guys getting in relatively early still, this is the burn has been pumped here. Look at this, pump, pump, pump. So if you want to get some burn, it's not financial advice, but if you want to get one of these NFTs, that is the link to the burn token. And you're going to have to get in quick, basically, because it's going to start spreading. The word's going to start spreading. And this is a sort of alpha that you get in the Discord that you're going to get nowhere else, man. We've got building up a really incredible team, and hats off to all of them. They're all brilliantly smart in our Discord, and we're having a lot of fun just getting better and better and better at stuff, and sharing it with the community, which is really cool. So you want to get into the Discord there, but that is the burn token. And of course, we're going to see how high that goes. The other thing, of course, is that once again, once you get the burn token, you go to NFT Mint, you scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to have to get one of these. You don't have to do it, of course, it's optional. You don't have to do it. You could even just speculate on the burn token. The fact that everyone's going to buy burn token for the mystery, you could even do that. So it's, you can go either way. Or so there we are. That's the mystery one there. And then once the countdown finishes in 45 hours, you'll be able to claim that, and you'll be able to get some of those tokens for the new ecosystem. So what is the new ecosystem? Why would you do it? Well, that is the new ecosystem. This is the testnet version. Pulsechain USD.io. You can find the links in the chat number 2 in our Discord under Pulsechain projects that Archie has posted. It is pretty cool. And you can see it's going to be huge, folks. This is going to be popular. Stablecoin with algo incomes. It's going to be really neat. So we've got the dashboard here. This is just a test, of course. These are all dummy numbers. And we've got the mint button here. So you can mint PUSD to algo back and forth. So you can mint your stablecoin PUSD. We've got the stability miner here, a new miner to keep the stability in the system. We've got the earn here, so where you can earn. You got DAI, algo, and PUSD. So if you go to the, if you go back to the PUSD that's on the market at the moment, you can see that it is actually pegged to eDAI. So eDAI bridged in the Pulsechain, and so you can actually see that as $1 at the moment. So it's pretty cool. All right, so it's got earn. You can earn on here. You can stake. You can stake your algo, for example, your principal in algo, and of course you can earn there as well. Pretty nice. They've got an stake button as well. Just saw that there. But yeah, PUSD staking and algo staking. You've got redeem. You can redeem your stable coins. You got the swap button there. You can swap tokens as well. They've got different tokens that you can swap there. Look at that, PLS, X, DAI, etc. They've got unwrapping as well, so you can unwrap your tokens too, which is pretty cool. What else are we going to say about that? So that is a bit of the close look there. So it's going to have earn, staking, and it's going to have stablecoins, of course. If this algo stablecoin, if he's cracked it on this one, it could be add to a number 4 stablecoin on Pulsechain. And not only that, but being one where you can earn money from, right? So it's going to be pretty neat from that point of view. So looking good. So let's get, you want more? Okay, we'll get you more. Here's more info. So that is the diagram of how it all works. Stability miner there, deposit collateral to start a miner, select protection duration, auto swaps, capital to eDAI, buy discounted PUSD stablecoins, mint wrapped USD there as well. It's got an F in there, I'm not sure what that is. Buy and burns algo and returns unspent capital, returns algo interest as well. So there are 3 tokens. There's algo, there's PUSD, and of course there is Flex. So those are the tokens there that you want, which is pretty cool. So you can stake, you can deposit tokens, awards you and Flex. When you stake the tokens, so you put algo and PUSD into the staking, you get Flex back. So Flex is the incentive token equivalent, if you think of it like that. PUSD is of course the stable coin, and algo is kind of like the Terra Luna, but without the bad branding, about branding there. That's kind of the play there. Mint there, of course, you can mint stable coins there with $1 with eDai, I guess, and minting tax 1% there. I think you can do algo as well for that. Tax sent to Treasury. There's a tax in there, 1% tax, and rewards you in Flex token. What else there? We've got the unwrapping there that we talked about, and redeeming. You can always, PUSD was always redeemable for $1. No redeem tax, and awards and Flex there. Pretty cool. And of course, there's the earn protocol, where you deposit Flex and earn a protocol fees there as well. Claim earnings and add or exit Flex. So that's the way you can do there. So there are going to be new tokens in the ecosystem, looking pretty badass. That's the front end at the moment on the testnet. Looking pretty good. This is a prototype. You can see it at the top there, looking pretty good. So there is your mint there. You got algo there, and you can mint some stables from the looks of it. So kind of cool. All right, what else are we going to say about that? I guess PSD, you can mint some algo. Way just to flick it around there like that. Bam, bam. All right, cool. Is that pretty good? I think it is. So I'm going to post you the link there. I'll post you the website to TRH. You can find all this in our Discord though. TYRH, that is the GameFi protocol we've been following for months. And that's where you can get your NFT for burn. That is the link there. And of course, if you want to get access to this testnet front end, isn't that cool? Then you can get it here. Testnet. Actually, if you want to get access to this, you can join our Discord. How about that? Yeah, you can join our Discord. All right, so if you want to find this link to this, it's in our Discord under Pulsechain chat number 2. If you want to get hold of this diagram, it's also in Pulsechain number 2 as well, chat. So join our Discord, links in the video description. How about that? All right, kind of cool. So that is one of the big things happening at the moment. Let's jump over to the timeline for that. We don't know exactly when that's launching, but it's going to be pretty soon, as I say, but definitely 45 hours to claim if you're going to get one of those NFTs to claim. Now, will it be more valuable to hold the burn, or will it be more valuable to do that? Tons of burn have been burnt overnight, by the way. So the supply of burn is going down pretty dramatically. And there we go. All right, so what else we got going? We're going to give you more on that when it comes up there. It's going to be pretty good. Let's see here. So we've got Liquid Loans updates. So Fetch Oracle, we've got Walrus, who's the growth manager for Liquid Loans, has said that there's some big updates coming later this week. So we're waiting for that. That's the next big news. Hopefully it will be about the Fetch Oracle. They should be pretty close to that. I mean, it's been a little bit of time. We know that they were having their audits redone or something like that once they fixed up that issue they had with Fetch Oracle that they discovered late. So I pushed out the date at the moment. This is my tentative date, the 24th. So it'll be a Friday. And of course, this is just after SugarBeet launch. And that means Liquid Loans and Power City are moving out on my expected time frame, potentially into the beginning of December now. If we have a week delay after the Fetch Oracle for Power City and Liquid Loans and Power City, and maybe 2 weeks for Power City. Now, Power City may launch much closer to Liquid Loans. Just depends what the Fetch Oracle is pulling, whether it has PulseX in there as well as Pulse. Fetch Oracle is going to ramp up, right? It's going to be kind of centralized at the beginning, then become fully decentralized, and it's going to have more assets, I guess, more price data, more non-price data, and of course the Oracle report is kicking in as well. So how that phase launch is happening, I do not know, but that's kind of all the elements there. Bristol, of course, from the Magic Cup Ride 369 is, I think they're in the audit stage, just tidying up their audits, but that's expected to launch after Liquid Loans as well. So that's where Bristol is at the moment. We do have a Tetra staking pools that is definitely penciled in there for the 24th. So that's for Friday. So Tetra staking pools, if you got Tetra, definitely if the prices pull back, you definitely can pick some up there and get it staked. So if you're getting a good price on Tetra, check it out. That'd be pretty cool. So let's actually have a quick look at Tetra to see what that is priced at the moment. To see whether they're getting a pretty good deal on that too with the pullback in the markets. We'll go to tokens. We'll go to down the bottom here, the Tetra. This is Tetra here. And how's the price there? So yeah, we had a bit of a pullback there. So that is coming up as well. So we had a rally in that price, of course, in the lead up to the DEX aggregator, which is continuing to grow. The Atlas dashboard was supposed to launch. I don't believe that's launched all yet, so we'll keep a tab on that. But Tetra staking pool is still expected to launch coming up this Friday. So if you want to buy some off the market, you'll be able to stake that too. Once again, those pools get sold out pretty fast. So we'll see how that goes. And that's kind of is that kind of it at the moment. Those are the near-term ones. Obviously, there's way more protocols launching. We just don't have them all on here. But at the moment, we've got Pulsepot and Note Token expected to be mid-December, maybe, all subject to 9-inch and stuff like that. Then 9mm Pro, we've got some major launching there. coming up in December. I think that's around the OG 555 NFTs and airdrops and all that sort of stuff. And then, of course, in the brand new beginning of the year, Jacob's got another project. Jacob is absolutely a beast in beast mode. Must have a lot of devs working for him now because he's got TYCZ DeFi Binance coming up as well. Now, one thing I'll say about this algo is that before he finishes that, this is there's I think a sacrifice coming up for this. I think there is a sacrifice coming up for this. So we'll talk more about that in Discord. All right, let's see what else we got to go. Let's see if we've got any comments before we get into Hex.com. Yeah, so Liquid Loans is coming up. We are expecting in the next couple of days a update for that. That's pretty much it, a roundup for all those at the moment. That leads us into Hex.com. Before we do that, though, let's catch up on the chat and see what comments we've had around these updates. Pulse Beta says maybe everyone dumping Pulsechain for Titanx. There might be a little bit of that in there. Pulse Beta, maybe that whale was doing that. It's always possible. I haven't done all the chain notes on that, but it's definitely possible. Bob Wells in the house said, hey everybody, good to see you, Bob. Brian's in the house says join the Discord. There are links in the video description and in the chat there. Brian says that link will let you join general or strategy club, says Brian. Nice. The choice is yours. Nice one there, Brian. Yeah, if you join strategy club, you get general as part of that. This is part of that. Brennan says Jack made a good use of 1 million in gas fees. Yeah, the one thing criticism that Zen has faced is that when they launched the X1 yesterday, $1.1 million went into gas fees, and that was just basically giving money to the Ethereum miners. I think Jack's amazing at a lot of stuff he does. But the burning, this wasted money on the stuff is just, kind of a fair criticism of the ecosystem. All that money could go into pump the price of a token, right? So I think Zen is up to like 45 million or something like that. I think Vampire token was like 7.5 million. I mean, there's a lot of money just going in, and they're all getting burned. They're going to the miners on the Bitcoin and the Ethereum chain. So it's a bit weird. I find it weird, to be honest. Yeah, now another 1.1 million into the burn of X1 chain, which is a token that won't have any use case until he finishes his technology development, maybe in Q1, Q2 next year. So, it's a fair criticism. Wouldn't you rather just the money all go into the token that you're buying? I think that would make a lot more sense, and that's what we're seeing in Titanx. Titanx is doing that, right? So let's see how that goes. Brian says, there we are. Thanks, boss. Get your free weight token. Yeah, 5,000 weight token there using Brian's fiat on-ramp there, cost on Coast, fiat to CST stable, and then you can go buy your favorites on Pulsechain directly. We've got Matty Allen in the house there. Sup, y'all? Good to see Matty. Matty Allen's got a conference coming up. Excited about that. And, of course, big shout-out to Matty for all he does for the community. It is epic. Who else is there? Bob Wells. Hey, Matty's saying hello. Yeah, Matty's saying hello. Bob's saying hello. Sugar in the tank. Yeah, SugarBeet's going to be pretty epic, I think, there, Christian. I think it looks really, really good. Who else has jumped in there? Thomas says you can't claim that right yet. Yeah, 45 hours to go. 45 hours to go. You're going to get dropped some of those tokens as we understand it. Those 3 tokens. Jay Douglas says, I think you need TRH staked to claim possibly of its like previous. No, not for this one. This one you need the NFT for that claim. So not for this case. You can find out more details in the Pulsechain chat with Archie's comments, but no, it's just the NFT that you need. Pretty sure that is the case. Yeah, the next round of community tokens claims will not be distributed by how much TRH it stakes, says Archie, but instead it will be based on if you hold the mystery claim passes. And that's what I just showed you how to get that with the burn token there earlier. But good question. Hex Down Under, morning, Superman. Morning to you. Welcome to the chat. And Christian says, I'm bullish on Tetra. Yeah, I like Tetra too. I mean, there's all some of the good ones, right? Tetra, Beetroot, Pateas, Phx, Famous. They're all really great protocols, and they continue to add a lot of value to Pulsechain. Can't wait for Liquid Loans and Power City to add even more, right? Yo, Harry Williams in the house. Good to see you, Harry. Let's get on to the main event, folks. Hex. All right, so here we are, Hex.com. You can buy Hex on either Ethereum or Pulsechain and then burn it for T-shares. T-shares are like your T-share miner, and then you can mine more Hex. It's kind of cool like that. So you can find the links to the video to hex.com in the video description. And of course, if you want to get into our Discord, we have a crypto helpline, which is awesome. I think we're the only one with it, and we've got the community helping out, answering all your questions. We have a pretty safe environment, and it's a private Discord now, so we get rid of all those scammy people that try to scam you in like Telegram and Discord and things. But especially Telegram. All right, so here we go. Hex daily stats. We've got day 1449 on Ethereum. The 20th of November, the price is at 5500th of a penny, down 8% today, impacted by whales and maybe by Titanx and a few other protocols. I mean, there's lots of protocols out there that people are getting into. What about the share rate there at the moment? 30,560. The payout today, though, is the main event, 6.697 hex per T-share. That's what you're getting paid today. And the share rate there, 30,560. Now, on the 22nd, that's going to be the last day that you'll be able to get the share rate. It's going to jump on the 23rd, and it's going to be a jump of 1,400 hex per T-shirt. It's a very big deal. I've been talking about it for weeks, particularly in the last couple of days, because I don't want you guys to have to pay more if you don't have to, right? So let's get into the hexfire.io. You can see the share rate here. This is from Crispy Man. Crispy Man actually goes on the analytics show, I think, with Matty Allen. So he's on that show. Does a great job. This is his website, hexfire.io. He's also got his own YouTube channel. So a big shout out to Crispy Man. And you can see we're down at 30,500 or so, 30,600, and we're gonna have a big jump on the 22nd. That's the last day. That share rate's going to be 30,573, and then it's going to jump on by the 23rd. It's going to jump by 1,400 hex per T-share up to 32,000. So it's a big deal. That's another basically $10 approximately for a T-share on Ethereum, or $20 for a T-share on Pulsechain, subject to the price movements, of course. And so if you're doing 10 T-shares, that's an extra $100 in Ethereum approximately, or an extra 200. I did these calculations like a week ago, so the prices have changed a little bit, but that's the basic numbers. All right, so you can check that out for yourself, but that is a big deal. That is the biggest share rate jump since the big payday back in, I think it was November the 19th, 2020. So just remember that big jump there. And the other jumps that we had, they might be 400, 600 hex per T-share. They haven't really moved the market if you go back and have a look at that, but this one might do. We might get some whales coming in to buy in the next day or two. We'll see whether that does happen. But of course, it's in their advantage to do so. So we'll see how we get on with that. We did see some T-shares going yesterday. So I think, was it a 6 million yesterday, that hex that went in for T-shares, or something like that, 8 million. It was a pretty decent one, and they went out for quite a long time with their T-shares. So there are people doing that, getting a decent amount of hex and putting that out quite fast. So definitely worthy of noting them. You can't say you haven't been told if you're watching this channel, right? You have been told. That is jumping up there. The average mining length is 7.02 years, 39% APY for existing T-share miners. The ownership pool of T-shares is down 8,500. We're sitting at 9,745,000 T-shares in the ownership pool. Remember, Hex is really easy to understand. We're a reward pool with Hex every day. We have an ownership pool with T-shares, which stands for trillions of shares, which is your T-share miner, and your T-shares earn that Hex in the reward pool. So in the reward pool in total, we have 9,745,000 T-shares or miners in the ownership pool, earning the Hex every day. So that is going down to, that used to be 11.2 million in this ownership pool, now only 9.7 there. So it's definitely going down. You can be a special person in there. It's kind of the place to be. 9.4% of all Hex is locked at the moment, 733,000 in Hex penalties, and we've got 65 million in that reward pool that I was telling you about. That's a pretty good number, and of course it's just going to grow over time. The current holders there, up 4 liquid holders and down 5 miners. We've got 119,773 miners on the old Ethereum chain there. Moving to Pulsechain, which is day, what day did I say it was? 192. I think that's 192, yeah. 20th of November, 2023, and the price is sitting just at 1 cent, down 5.7% there. And of course, yesterday down 15.8%, hit by the whale sales there. But let's move on. Good chance for you to DCA and pick up lots of more volume, and maybe get those T-shares way cheaper. To get cheaper price, cheaper share rate, and you get more T-shares, makes sense. There we go, and wait for the bull market, right? That's kind of the play. The payout per day on Pulsechain, 6.65. The share rate there, of course, going to jump as well. No change today. And of course, average mining there, 6.9 years, but shorter than Ethereum. 38% APY on the for existing T-share miners. We're down 7,400 T-shares at the moment. We've got just under 9.8 million T-shares in the ownership pool on the Pulsechain side there. Moving to our final numbers, lock percentage of coins, 9.66% of all Hex is locked at the moment, and we've got 500,000 in Hex penalties. and that has gone into the reward pool. We've got 65 million in the reward pool on Pulsechain too. Pretty similar numbers on both chains. Looking at the growth numbers on Pulsechain, we're up 68 liquid holders on Pulsechain to 336,000, and we're up 9 miners to 124,536, and there's about 5,000 more miners on the old Pulsechain compared to Ethereum. So we're about to start day 1450. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Justin, believe it? I can't. I bet you can, Justin, believe it. 1450 a day. That's what we're on now. And of course, we're coming up to the 4th year, the 4th birthday party. And of course, Maddie Allen's going to be doing, I think, a conference around that, if I remember the date right. So that's coming up too. So 4th year birthday for Hex, man. What a badass DeFi leader has Hex been. And of course, moving into its 5th year. Number 5 is alive. It's coming up pretty soon. And of course, that is only, what's that, 2 weeks away or something like that? Not even that, is it? 10 and 2, is that 13 days away? Something like that, 2 weeks, let's say. Just under 2 weeks. Amazing for that 4th year birthday. And of course, we've got Ethereum and Pulsechain looking like badasses. Pulsechain on day 193, and we're moving on. So those are the results there, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Lots of alpha today. Don't forget, this one here looks like hotcakes. This is going to be pretty epic. We're going to see how it goes as well. Algo coins, and Jacob certainly got the brains to get it right. So we're looking forward to that, and lots more. So a lot of fun coming up down the street there. Whee! Yeah, look at that claim. Everyone's going to be after these mystery claims. We'll see how we go over the next 2 days, because it's 45 hours to go. So we'll see what happens to that burn chart there as well. All right, how did I get there? Archie says, I nailed it. Woohoo! Yeah, boy. Thank you so much for that. Pulsechain says, look forward to Titanx chat tomorrow. Got into it this morning after seeing your comments yesterday. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yeah, well, Pulsechain, I did put on Superman Crypto about Titanx, and if you want to get into the strategy, you need to join our strategy chat, strategy club. The link's in the video description, and we're going to be talking about Titanx, but we're also going to talk about top quality projects that you might be able to get mad gains in. Obviously, it's more of a discussion group, but we will be doing lots of insights and intel in there. And then ultimately, everyone needs to make their own decisions on stuff. But it's going to be a very good high value add discussion that we don't talk about on YouTube, which is kind of cool. And we've got a bit of a team of superstars in there to help you along. So it's kind of neat. All right. What else am I going to say about that? Is that it? I think so. Pulse at the moment is at quadruple 05953. DCA for the win. That's all we can say. Layer 1 chain. Pulse is the way layer 1 chain. PulseX is the layer 2, is the DEX, is the super DEX. And of course, with the special buy and burn, it is pretty groovy. And of course, we've got lots of on-chain, cross-chain, everything else is being developed. A lot of lending's coming, a lot of leverages coming, a lot of stable coins are coming. It's going to be pretty epic on Pulsechain. It is the place to be, as we say. It's going to take the market by storm, that's for sure. Archie says the strategy club is incredible value. It absolutely is. We're up to an hour and 9 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Man, I'm excited about what's coming ahead. Hope you guys are too. You can see just some of the major projects coming. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to leave you out with some very wise words from Johnny Chaos. And Pulsar Beta, this is for you. I dedicated this for you from Johnny Chaos because there's a lot of truth in it. And bring on the bull market. We're just at the beginning of the bull market, moving into 25, maybe Q1, Q2, 25 to get top of the bull market. So we're going to have quite a fun next sort of 18 months. It's going to be pretty cool. All right. Peace out, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.
Year one for Pulse is accumulation year, period. If you expected it to go up 10x to 100x in the first couple months, first couple days, whatever you thought it was going to do, I told you no. I told you it takes 1 to 2 years for a new chain to even mature. I also said the price could go as low as 1/10 of the sacrifice rate. Because you get these moon concepts in your head and think that's what it's supposed to do. Those are expectations that you put on yourself, what you expected it to do. I can walk up to a roulette table and I can expect to hit 00 first shot, but it doesn't mean I'm going to, now does it? Okay? These expectations are what you put on yourself. It takes a new chain 1 to 2 years to even get out of the gate. Anybody that sold Hex year one regrets it. Yes, even at today's prices, year one prices were much worse, and selling Hex at year one prices sucked. You'd been better off selling year two. So where are we at with a brand new chain? Accumulation. that's where we're at. If you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you.
Here in my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all product, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Product, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.